Guys, so as promised, I'm back. Like I said before, it's Monday morning, Memorial Day weekend. Well, Memorial Day, May 27th. But yeah, I'm about to turn the TV on. I'm about to watch some stuff, find something to watch. I'm making me some noodles. I wonder who's having a cookout today. I wonder if my sister's family, her dad's side, is having a cookout. Because I could use some good food. I could use some good food. But anyways, I'm not tired. But I'm trying to find some. Yo, y'all, I've been watching a show called Under the Bridge. And it's based on a true story that happened in Canada. Um, 6 kids murdered this girl. And it was an unfortunate event that happened because she was I don't want to say the wrong thing. A person of color. Um, before, hold on, I don't want to say her wrong. Her name was Rena Burke. Yeah, her name was Rena Burke. Um, I'm trying to find. Born. What's her like ethnicity? I don't want to get the ethnicity wrong. She was Indian. So Indo-Canadian. Yeah. So this is her. This is her. That's the real girl. And this is the young girl that's portraying her in the show. And then, like I said before, the name of the show is called Under the Bridge. So like it was six teenagers murdered her, but the whole thing was an Indian girl, a brown girl, who really didn't fit in, and fell into the wrong crowd of people who she thought were her friends. They were bullying her, type of things, and then making her do stuff where she falsely accused her dad of, sexually abusing her. And one of the girls told her to do that. And these are the group of girls who had hard backgrounds, troubled behaviors. They lived in a group home. And, they they had a set, what is that word? Curfew when they come home and stuff like that. So they, troubled behaviors, um, family history, background, not very good, you know. They were kind of like on their own, got to do what they want, and she and Rena was a Indian girl in Canada, surrounded by people who didn't look like her, went to school with people that didn't look like her, being bullied. And she also, so her family were like following Hinduism. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Correct me if I'm wrong. And her family also Jehovah's Witness, so they really didn't celebrate any holidays like birthdays and stuff. But this was a traditional Jewish family. And so like these are her friends. So okay, if these are your friends, let's get to know them. And when the family met them, they knew right away they weren't for her. They would make her do things, and that's when, I think that same night the girl stole earrings from her mom, and then took her bird. What the heck is that? Something. Y'all, yesterday, this is off topic, but yesterday was walking back to the car, and the freaking it was I think it was two spiders hanging from the tree. Almost walked into it. I'm like, oh my god, look at the spider. But anyway, but yeah, like I said, the girl stole jewelry from her mom and then took Rena's pet bird. I'm pretty sure the girl that took the bird, her name is Kelly, um, killed the bird and stuff. But yeah, I don't remember if she killed the bird or she let the bird out and let it fly. But the way they portray it, the way the girl Kelly is in the show, she's a psychopath. I'm gonna read the definition of what a psychopath is to y'all. A psychopath is someone with an antisocial and egocentric personality that can include a lack of remorse, empathy, and criminal tendencies. They may also behave in ways that harm others physically, emotionally, financially, or socially, and may not show concern when others are distressed. Psychopaths may also lie, manipulate, or use others to get what they want, and may appear cold. And that was the girl Kelly. And she is a non-person of color. But yeah, so there was how it all happened, how it all unfolded, and it's just she really wanted friends bad. Like, the one girl in that whole group was actually her friend, but because she known the other girls longer, her loyalty lies with them. So she also bullied Rena. She bullied Rena because, and this was also, the girl that was her friend was black, another person of color and stuff. But there was something was like, the girl Josephine was, she was normally the one to always bully Rena. But the thing is, it was her and Kelly. My thing was, from what I was watching in the show, I came to the conclusion that Josephine was starting to like the person that Rena was. Even though she bullied her, she kind of like stopped. But then Kelly became jealous of the attention that Josephine was giving her. So she manipulated Josephine into doing things to Rena, or getting Rena to do things, that'd mess up her family and stuff. So that's where that call came from and stuff. But then she would try to come back. Rena would try to come back home like everything was fine. It was like, no, you can't come back home. You cannot speak to us because you. And it was like no evidence of what she was claiming. So that just, she literally did it just to get in good graces. And then eventually they dropped the charges on her dad and stuff. Also, like I said before, there was a situation where Josephine said something to Rena, and then they didn't allow her to go somewhere with them. So Rena took, like how in Mean Girls where they had the burn book with all the secrets and stuff. Josephine had a book like that with all the secrets, and she took the book, I think it was a telephone book that Josephine created. It was, yeah, so she took the book and she called everybody in that book and was basically spreading rumors about Josephine. But the thing was, Josephine and them was always bullying her, so this was her get back and stuff. And then Josephine kind of found out that Hold on. Yeah, so Josephine found out it was her, and then she kind of, so Irina's had, she wasn't realizing what Josephine was doing because she was so in the process of wanting to be their friends, not realizing that she was in danger the whole time. But the real thing was, well, it was never, because also they formed a gang called CMC. Y'all can go look it up because I'm not going to repeat what that is on here. But yeah, I'm not going to repeat what that is. And hold on. My news. Yeah, so. But yeah. So what did I say? Yeah, like I said, I wasn't going to repeat. But she didn't have the thought process in her head that she was in danger when she got this phone call. The girl Josephine invited her to a party at this location. And that's what the whole thing was. They said they was going to go to the party, but then Josephine's like, she can't make it. Like, she can't go. We don't want you around no more. So basically that was what that was about. That's what caused her to go get the phone and call all those people spreading those rumors about her. That's what it was. So then she was like, but I thought you didn't want me to come. And so she thinking that the girl is apologizing to her on the phone. It was like, you know what? We changed our minds. You can come. So she went, but not realizing that the group of kids was going to jump her, and that night would be the last night she would be alive. The details of what they did to her, like, you know, it's one girl. It was one girl getting bullied, and it was like maybe it was six, the original six, and then more other people that joined in on jumping her. She's like random people jumping in to beat her up while she's already down, and they don't know her. And it was just one, so it was 5 girls and 1 boy. Warren. His name was Warren. And you know what's so crazy? This happened in November 14th, 1997. November 14th, 1997. And he's a free man. Both. The girl Kelly, she got daytime parole because they both took. And how? So they jumped her and she was still alive. They left the bridge because they went under. So one, they started beating her up and stuff like that. And you know, and it was also a hate crime too. All those white people and all those, yeah, whatever. I don't care. But the girl Josephine was smoking a cigarette, and she took her cigarette that she was smoking, and you know, not all Indians, but they wear I don't know what it's called, and I don't want to be wrong, so I'm not going to attempt to try to say what it is, but you know what I'm saying. And the girl took the cigarette and put it out on her forehead. Put it out on her forehead. And then chased her. They chased her under the bridge. Hold on, my sister's texting me. I came in, I heard her talking this morning. Next thing you know, I get up 2 hours later. She ain't in the house. I'm like, what the fuck? Where'd you go? And I'm like, nah, she hiding from me. She went to the gym. I'm like, who goes to the gym Memorial Day? But I realized the gyms don't close on Memorial Day. Everybody be in the gym. Y'all, I'm about to get some box braids, micro braids, whatever the hell. But yeah. But they chased her under the bridge. You know, they jumped her. She was still alive. And then two people saw her. No, the others left, but the other two people, they knew she got away. They knew she was leaving and stuff. But she called her family because she ran from them to call her family to let them know that she was at this location and stuff, and she'll be home by this time. Again, she never made it home. So they was kind of crowding the area where she could run to and stuff like that. But so she had to run under the bridge and stuff, where she knew because she was familiar with that place, because that was the hang around spot. And that's where they mostly did the bad things. And, you know, like they jumped her and stuff. She left. And the two people that waited back, or everybody else left, was Kelly and Warren. Now, Warren, something happened. I think something happened I think, because the episode showed, the first episode showed everybody's day, like leading up to what happened that night. And I'm pretty sure that he was going through something with his father. And like he was calling his father to do something, and father didn't answer, or he answered and he said something to him that made him angry. So he was already angry. And when he seen the girls beat the girl up, he was like, oh, I'm going to take my anger out on her too, since they beating her up and stuff. So he started punching her. They was kicking her in her face. Her teeth fell out her mouth. All of that. And his friends was trying to stop him. Like, you don't know this person, so why are you randomly kicking her? And the good thing was, his girlfriend told the police that he did it. Because she asked, because they was going around saying, this is what I'm going to, okay, before I get to that part. Him and Kelly stayed back. No, he left. After his friends stopped him, he left and went somewhere and sat down, dwelling on whatever happened to him earlier in the day with his father. And the girl Kelly asked him to come help her with something. I forgot exactly what. I need to go back and rewatch it. Because when he was on trial on the stand, he spoke about what happened leading up to that moment, and who, because he helped Kelly kill Rena, because Rena was still alive. They got Rena on camera walking away from the bridge after she was getting beat up. But the thing was, what happened next? Because they found her body in the river. But then it was going around in the school saying that somebody was bragging about killing her. Well, Kelly was bragging about killing her, and they was saying she's probably floating around in the water somewhere. This is high school. And so let me go back to Warren and Kelly. Kelly came up to Warren, asked him to help her with something. He went to go help her with something. Like I said before, I need to go watch that, because as I said, he was telling up until the moment where Rena died and stuff. I think he's also a psychopath too. But also earlier in one of the episodes, there's this girl named Rebecca. This is based off of the book, because she's from the same area as them. And I think the place that Rena was found in was the water her brother committed suicide in. Either he committed suicide or it was an accident and he fell. But she wrote a book on it. But then the thing was, she's supposed to be writing a book on the murder of Rena Burke, but she's writing a book on basically Warren and sympathizing with him. You can't sympathize with somebody that took the time out to walk into an area where it had nothing to do with him and take part in killing and unaliving somebody. There's no sympathy with that. And she was like, it was just a mistake. And the only reason why she say it was a mistake and she's trying to sympathize him, because she sees herself in him. Because in the show, it showed her, like I said before, her brother no longer was not alive. But then it showed how she said something to her brother because her brother had a friend named Cam. Cam is also a police officer, a person of color, um, and basically, I would assume that the girl's brother, the girl, her name is Rebecca, and the brother name is Gabe. I would assume that Gabe had a crush on Cam, but Cam, um, who was a girl who liked girls, but and then I think Rebecca also liked Cam, but Rebecca was younger than them. So she said, I think they were supposed to be going to the dance and all this other stuff. And Rebecca, she wanted to hang out with them, but you can't hang out with them. You're young. And she said something to her brother along the lines of, I forgot what she said, but whatever she said, it made Gabe leave. He left in that moment where they were supposed to be getting ready for the dance. He left, never came back, and they was looking for him. And they couldn't find him, and then two people showed up to the door and saying that she saw the helicopters go into the water and stuff, and the two kids came and was like, he fell. So evidently, she said something to him, and he went to the water. He went to the ledge, and he could have been depressed or because he was also getting bullied in school and stuff. So what she said to him pushed him over the edge, where he was ready to. So she seen herself as him because she said something to her brother that was a mistake that shouldn't have been said, and it cost her the whole situation with her family. Now she the kid that got to grow up this mistake, holding on her heart and all the other stuff. Whereas she is not the same. They are bad people, yes, but she is not the same as Warren, because Warren murdered someone literally. I'll be right back. Yeah. So that's why she's trying to sympathize with Warren and stuff. But then it just was he murdered somebody. What you did was a mistake. What he did was not a mistake, because he was in his mind. And also, he told her before they got up to the episode where he went on trial for telling what had happened leading up to the death of Rena. Him and Rebecca, because she went because when she came back to write the book on the girls of the area, she stopped at the home where they worked at, because she heard of the situation, and Kim used to live in that house before she was adopted. The last episode is coming up, so maybe they'll show. I just didn't want them to show the actual beating, because how they described it, it was brutal. Creeper. Yeah, so Kim lived at the house. Rebecca came back to write the book. And she saw the case that was going on. So she told Kim that she would try to get close to Josephine and the other girls to see what was going to happen. And then they led her to under the bridge where she met Warren. And they didn't force her to take the little LSD, but she took it so that she could show them that she was cool and stuff like that. And while they were high on LSD, Warren admitted to taking part in the killing of Rena. So she got a confession, but he was inebriated, so it don't count. But like I said, the girlfriend of Warren, she heard the rumors that he kicked Rena, and she asked him, and she was like, did you have something to do with the death of the girl? And he admitted it to her, but it's the way how he was singing us. He recorded a song for her, and it was a certain line that he said that confessed. So this is the second person he confessed that he. Everybody else was gone from the bridge. Only 2 people stayed back, Kelly and Warren. So they know that they took part. But then Kelly went and she told, because Rena had on these boots that Josephine wanted and stuff. So when Kelly and Warren went, she took the boots off of Rena and she showed Josephine, and then she finally said that she did it for Joe. She did it for Joe. So like I said before, it confirmed what I was thinking. She was jealous of the attention that Josephine was giving to Rena, so she took Rena out so she can be everything to Josephine. Like, what? But yeah, let me go back to when Kelly and Warren went. They followed Rena. I think they said they pushed her. No, Josephine said she pushed over the bridge, but that was wrong. What? What they got to do with me and on the computer? Make your food. I said on the computer. On the camera.
Alright, so you want to hit blend and everything?
No, I'm gonna stop it. Yeah, so Kelly killed Rena, took her boots for Joe because she was obsessed with her, and it was crazy because Josephine was telling the Rebecca girl that she was the one that unalived Rena. And the black girl, her name is Dusty. She was like, "You did what?" Like she didn't know. She was the only one that didn't know that if Rena was alive or not. Because she would, right after that happened, she would call Rena's house and hope that Rena would answer the phone and stuff. But then when Josephine was like how she was taking the credit for pushing her over the bridge. She's like, yeah, I followed her home. I followed her across the bridge and pushed her over into the water, which wasn't true. But then when she found out that Kelly did it, she was like surprised. Like, why would you do that? But then when Kelly was explaining what she did, Dusty punched her on her face. And that's when I knew Kelly was, not all the way there, because she just got punched in the face and was bleeding and she was laughing. I knew she wasn't all the way there. Because somebody punched you in your face and you want to laugh? Banged your head against the wall and you want to laugh? That is wild. And then they came up with a thing to put all the blame on Warren and stuff. And that they didn't realize, well, Kelly came up with the plan, but they didn't realize Kelly was manipulating her. Manipulating them into doing that. But yeah, Kelly went to go get Warren. They followed her. Kelly beat her up some more. And then Warren dragged her to the water, where Kelly then held her face under the water, drowned her, and then pushed her body into the water and let it stay there. And Kelly is so now, yeah. But and it was just such a sad thing to watch, because she did everything they told her to do to her parents just for them to turn around and beat her up But then again, she didn't have any awareness to know that when they called her to come to the party, it didn't alert her in her head that it was a setup. It was just sad. Because when I watched that first episode, I'm like, wow. The last episode is coming out, I think, tomorrow. So, I want to know what's going to happen. Because I really want to know what's going to happen. Because Kelly and Kelly and Warren both, because you dragged her and then they asked you, did you stop Kelly? No. You didn't stop it because you liked what was going on. Whatever happened earlier in that day made you so angry that you thought it was okay to take part in a situation that had nothing to do with you and unalive somebody's child. Jesus Christ. Just like, what? How do you do something like that? Hey, look. And it was just like, so like, and like I said, all of this is based on a true story. Y'all can look it up. But you know, the crazy thing is, the person, Rebecca, her brother is, either she has a brother and her brother's not, is still alive, and she just put that in there for fun. And the thing is, she put that in there for fun, and her brother is still alive. That means Cam is not real, and they just made that up to go with the story, to make a scene. Because Cam is supposed to be another person of color working in a police force full of Caucasian people who don't care about people of color.
To make 6 jets fly as one. That's the Blue Angel magic. This year we're bringing 5 new people into this team. Something I never thought was going to happen.
And it's just...
One in a million. From your front.
It's just insane. That's I'm not watching no documentary on no Blue Angels. No. The internet is moving mad slow, and it's making me upset. But yeah, that's the show. I want y'all to go watch that. I can't wait for the last episode. Because even though I already looked up the case and know what happens with Kelly and Warren, he was up for parole. He walking around free. And Kelly got put up for daytime parole. But she did say she's not ready to go into the real world yet. You don't need to go into the real world because you're a psychopath. You killed before. You're going to do it again. Like, what? I wasn't understanding why she even said that. But then, like, why would y'all even let that girl get daytime parole when she only comes out in the daytime and she only sleeps there? The system and how it treats people of color is crazy. But remember, the system was never created. The system was never for us. So, yeah. Watch that show. And I gave away all the things of who did what to who, but you're still, when you watch the episode, and first of all, I can give it away. It's a public case. You can go look it up. So it tells you who did what already and how it plays out. So do it even matter? No. but watch the show. It's good. Yeah. I'm probably gonna start another vlog or whatever, but I just had to get my 2 cents about this show. I'm gonna find another show and I'm gonna tell y'all about that one too. All right, bye.